Hi everybody, today I'm going to be doing another canvas, a mixed media canvas, and I've got this small video canvas. I did get them, I got a set of 3 from Aldi here in the UK, and I'm going to be using some die cuts from the Dark Angel Sue Baker Presents collection. So there's lots of die cuts. I'm going to do a bit of stenciling, and but I want to do a black sky, and I'm going to add some gilt sprays in gold and silver and other things to make a really dark night sky. And we've got an owl, so I'm going to turn it to overhead and we'll make a start. So I'm going to be using this canvas, which is a box canvas, and it's as you can see, I've already stenciled the corners with black structure paste, and it is 6 by 9 3/4. Yeah, 9 3/4, and I believe it's 15 centimeters by 25 centimeters. Yeah, 15 by 25. Yeah, so that's the measurements, and as you can see, I've done that. So I'm going to put that to one side. For the back, I'm going to paint the whole of the canvas black, and then I'm going to spritz with the gold gilt, and I'm also going to use the Twin Magic. I'm going to add splats on the background with the blue and the yellow, which this is yellow red and this is blue green. So we'll see how that goes. So that's for the background. And then what I've got is I've got the Dora paints, and I've got Brilliant Gold, Cameo, Antique Lilac, Malachite, Copper, and this one is Gold Aqua. So that's what I want to use, and I've got these die cuts. So I've got the wings. As you can see, I've started to use wax on that, but I've changed my mind, and I'm going to paint it. I'm going to paint it with the malachite. And then I've got the die cut owl, which I've cut out of cardboard. I've got a lot of the die cut cogs that I die cut out from the Dark Angel dies. I also die cut out this this frame, and I've stamped and embossed the word Inspire. So first thing I want to do, I want to paint my I want to paint this, the wings. So I'm going to be using Cadence Malachite. I'm just going to put some on there, and I'm just going to paint it. I'm not going to leave it the one colour. I'm going to kind of add other colours to it, but I just want to paint it. As you can see, really nice sheen. Do the same with this one. Now the bird I'm going to colour with the lilac. I'm going to have, and I want to see, and it's nice to play with different cards, different, you know, kind of colour card. So that's the black, which that looks quite cool, doesn't it? So I've not taken out some of the things, so I'll just put that to one side. Clean my brush. this. Put that on there because I don't want to leave that. So what I want to do with the bird, the owl I should say, is I'm going to use the lilac and the cameo, a combination of the two. And it's nice to see how the paints react, you know, what kind of effect you get on different types of cardstock. I mean, this is cardboard, and as you can see I only have to do one coat, don't have to do two coats, which is brilliant. Now once this is dry, what I'll do is I'll dry brush on some copper. Is it copper I've got? Yeah, I've got copper. So I want to dry brush copper onto this. There we go. And I've also got a die cut. So to add layers, I'm going to add that onto there. And I will paint that in copper. So that's that one done. I quite like the antique lilac. I think it'll sit up well. So now I've got these I want to paint. Might not do all of them, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Whoops, don't know where that came from. There we go. So this one I want to paint copper. I've got a little brush. I'm just going to paint this copper. In fact, I'm going to paint them all copper. So while I paint all these, I will fast forward and play some music for you. Right, okay, so that's all them done. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of that off, and then I'm just going to dry brush some of the copper on to the wings. Need to move them out the way. Not putting much on my brush. Whatever's on my brush I'm using to tone down the base colour. If you can see, it's just done that. So that's one wing done. And I'll do the same with the other. really trying to highlight the with it's been die cut. There we go. And I'm going to do exactly the same for my little owl. Here we are. So I've toned the owl down from the lilac, and now I need to space all these out because I'm going to get some of the blue. I'm going to get some of the blue and I'm going to stipple it on just to make it look like it's hold on. God, I hate these lids. Oh, cripes. That wasn't clever. Just to give it kind of like a rusty effect. You know, so I'm just kind of showing you that because this has got gold in it, it won't, and because they're different coloured card underneath, it'll look totally different. You know, you can achieve rustic effects with different, you know, different coloured paints and that on different types of card using whatever you've got in your stock, you know. So it's just a case of having a play and experimenting, which is something I really enjoy doing. And they come out different, so you know, kind of it does look, in effect, if I lift it up to the camera, it does look like it's because there's gold in this twin. You know, you've got the blue and the gold, which is brilliant. So, and you get different effects with different cards. So what I want to do now is I just want to, I'm just going to tone this down. Acts differently on different coloured card. So this is the white. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a baby wipe. It says. What I'm going to do is just swipe. So it's toned it down. It's not quite, but it's got a sheen to it. And I'm going to do the same. I've picked up just what's left. I'm going to do the same with this. And I think because I've painted this copper, all these copper, I'm going to have to do the same with this one. So let's see how this works. Whoop. because I've wiped it with the damp baby wipe, it's kind of give it a different look than the cogs, which is okay. It's what I wanted. Just to get different effects just by playing with your paints, and they're such a good quality product, the Cadence paints. I mean, they're world renowned, so, and the best in the market, honest. I've used a lot. I've been crafting for a long time, and I can honestly say I am so impressed with these paints. So impressed. I've been using them a number of years now, and but now that Cadence is here in the UK on Create and Craft, and you can get it at www.crafting.co.uk, and in the brand section click on Cadence and you can see the products. There's more to come, so I quite like that effect. It's not as dark as the others, so I'm just gonna maybe if I do a quick colour wash with this. Kind of toned it down, so I've still got the copper on it, but it's brighter. Okay, so they're all done, so I'm just going to pop this to one side now, so they're all done. Wash my mat in a bit, pop that to one side, that out the way. Is this one go? Yeah, this one goes on here. This one goes on here. Right, okay. So now I want to concentrate on this, but I'm just gonna dry this and then make a start. Now, because the black gesso is quite thick, I like to lightly spritz my canvas, and this will then help the gesso to move along the canvas. And because the I've used the black structure paste, it's quite easy to cover the stenciling because it's in black. So there's, you know, kind of the only white that you're going to see is the canvas. And I think I'm going to I think I might do 2 coats depending on how this goes on. Obviously I don't want no white showing whatsoever, so I will finish this off because I want to do the sides as well, and I'll fast forward and play some music. there we are. I did actually give it 2 coats. So that's that done. I just felt it needed the 2 coats. So I'm just going to give it a quick blast with the heat gun, get this dried. Okay, so the next thing I want to do I'm going to spray some of the Shaken Gilt in gold. Hopefully I don't want to do much. So as you can see, it's white, like a creamy milky colour, but as it dries you can actually see the gilt coming through. So I'm going to blast that with the heat gun. And then I'm going to get some of the yellow. This is yellow red, so that it'll have undertones of red on this, which will be brilliant. I've not used this before. This is one of the new ones that I bought when I was in Turkey. And I want this brush. Oh, and I need the palette knife. I'm just putting some on there. And then all I'm going to do is just add some sparkle, because don't forget I want this to be like a night sky, the background. And I can actually see the red in this. So now I've done that one, I'm going to do, and this is the blue-green. I'll do the same for this one. All I've done is just put a little bit and sprayed water with it, and I'm just going to make my way up. And I just want quite a bit on this one here in this corner. That's that done, and if I lift it up you can see the thing. So I'm not sure whether to do it that way or to do it that way, and I think actually I did intend to do it that way, landscape rather than portrait rather than landscape, but I'll have a think about it while I dry. I just need to, I think once I start putting placement, you know, placing my stuff, I might decide then. Right, okay. Okay, so if I just tip it, there we go, to the light, you can see how, and I can actually see the yellow that has turned red, and I just love doing these type of backgrounds. So before I start adding things, what I want to do, let's just have a play first. So I'm not sure whether to do the owl like that. Have the owl so it comes down in the middle like that, and then I can have the cogs come in here. And I think I'm not going to use that. I can use that on another project. I don't think I'm going to use that, to be honest. Yeah, I think I might do it that way, and then just build up round this end, the cogs, in just the one corner. I think I'm going to do that. But first thing I want to do, I'm going to get some of the topaz. Put it onto my glass mat, and I'm going to sweep over the stenciling. See if I can highlight it. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do now is just bring the topaz into the edges and then just sweep it like I did with my Love Letters canvas, just so it kind of, I don't want it I really like this effect on the sides of canvases. I've not used a box canvas for quite a while, and they're quite deep actually. So I've got an idea. On my next canvas. So watch this space. I've not literally covered it, just made sure that the corners are, and then just dragged the paint in, and then add a bit to the corners here. Just add a little bit more here. I think that's done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this back in the pot. Wipe that mess up. Put that in the water. Give this a quick blast with the heat gun. I must admit I'm really loving that background. And then what we need to do then is just position. I don't want to, I'm not going to kind of flatten them, I'm still going to curve them. So I'm just going to decide. Right, okay, so I'm using my Magibond. Okay. I know where I'm going to place them, so that goes there like that. Do the same with this. That's got to go there like that. So that'll go like that. Oops. Maybe a little bit further up. And what I'm going to do is just turn it over and press on the reverse side. There we go. Now I want to do the same for my owl. I want some dimension on my owl. And my owl will then sit there like that. Yep. So let's get this. So really all I need to do is just make sure that the centre piece of the owl is got plenty of glue on it. And I must admit, once you use this Magibond, you won't use anything else, especially in your mixed media projects. So that is going to sit on there like that. I'm going to do exactly the same thing and flatten it. There we go. Where's that compass? I'm going to put that compass on the centre of his body. And then I'm just going to build up some cogs. So while I'm building all this up, I'll play some music, I think. I'm gonna just not sure whether to add anything there. No, I think I won't. So I think, oh, ow, oh, that it. Oh. Right, okay. So that is my Dark Angel owl with the nice night sky background and just some different cogs. My little steampunk project. And this is going to be actually the November Random Act of Kindness canvas for November. So remember to like, subscribe, comment on my videos throughout the month of November, and the winner will be chosen on the first, let me see what date in December the rack window will be announced. The rack winner will be announced on the 3rd of December. So if you like this piece, if you're new to my channel, check out all my other mixed media. I do mixed media, I do cards, I've done colouring, knitting. There's an assortment of all different crafting genres on my YouTube channel. And all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for watching. Happy crafting, everybody. Bye bye for now.